your phone, by the way. I love the orange.
This is Paul David Adkins, and he's the author of a book called Flying Over Baghdad with Sylvia Plath. Paul David is a veteran of 3 tours through Iraq and 1 through Afghanistan. And Flying Over Baghdad with Sylvia Plath is about the books of poetry he took with him and loved and that inspired him while he was abroad. So, Paul, tell me about the title of the book.
Well, first of all, thank you, Catherine, so much. Uh, I I thought about how I could have these writers with me, kind of sharing the dangers or the experiences that I was having, like as real people. And I kind of wondered who the best, most recognizable poet that I brought was, and it was pretty much a common idea it would be Sylvia Plath. And so I thought that would be a nice title to help convey their importance and the risks they also took with me to be there.
You took books only by women poets, contemporaries. Why is that?
Because I decided a long time ago, when one of my professors told me, you are who you read. And I wanted to create some sort of a kind of an androgynous voice. And then I was speaking with Catherine Rakovic, and I was asking her for her advice on this, and she said that it was they felt just like you did. I mean, they're people just like you were, and so there was really no major, huge difference in between a woman and a man as far as their feelings. And so I thought, well, if I'm going to write and I'm going to read, why not just purchase them? And it's the difference between Martha Collins and Billy Collins, and we'll take Martha.
Will you read a poem from your book?
Of course.
Thanks, Paul.
Yep. And I mean, I love.
And each poem is about or dedicated to one of the poetry book's authors.
Yes, and I'd have these long, involved titles that would help me skip kind of the administrative data of the poem, so to speak. So this one is about Adrienne Rich, one of my very favorites. And it's called "What Was I Thinking? Bringing Adrienne Rich's A Wild Patience Has Taken Me This Far." A car needs brakes, a rifle a safety switch, and where I was going, who knew what I would need or see to survive? We were taught to plan for any eventuality. The Army even issued a seatbelt cutter to each soldier in case the truck around her burned. Our uniforms were fireproof. Our body plates could stop a bullet dead. I should have known better than to uncork those pages in my dark room after work, the flashlight's white finger quaking. Each night I conjured the ghost of Ethel Rosenberg trapped within the book. Each night I dove into the wreck of my life. She filled the room with her box cutter tongue, jabbed in my face the bayonet point of her nail. "Stupid fuck," she sneered. "You stupid, stupid fuck."
Thank you.
Of course.
And Paul is also the author of 5 other books of poetry.
That's correct. The whole
some of it about the war.
Some about the war. Some about mythological creatures who were a lot of fun to write about, like La Llorona.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started moving into other, kind of like dispossessed people during the Attica Prison Rebellion. Amelia Earhart, once she crash landed allegedly with her aviator, Noonan. I can't remember his first name.
Fred.
Yeah, Fred Noonan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he looked like Gary Cooper, or no, Clark Gable, and their life on the island as they slowly slipped away. So those are all fun people to write about. Is like they're in awful situations and there's no escape. So I love writing.
Is that how you felt in the Army, being in awful situations, not able to escape?
That was very much what I felt, and with the Amelia Earhart poem or book, it was like I just had come home from the Army and I was, I didn't have a good job and the kids were moving out and I felt really, really trapped and I felt like, yeah, I'm on an island full of crabs that are about to rip me apart, and so it fit well, and it was great fun to write.
Okay, thank you, Paul. Paul is the winner of several awards and has several pushcart nominations and awards. And his books are at Amazon. And thank you for reading from Flying Over Baghdad with Sylvia Plath.
Thank you, Catherine.
Mm-hmm.